Okay, we're going to learn a new Gemara. It's on Daf Pei Amud Beis. Until now, we've been speaking about if someone puts an extra load on the donkey, he's going to be chayev, whether it's wheat or whether it's barley. Now we're going to speak about if someone puts on a person or onto a boat. So Tana Rabbanan, we learned in a brisa, kav l'kosef, one extra kav onto a person's shoulders will make you chayev. You're putting on this someone that's carrying a load. You're putting a kav onto his shoulders, an extra kav onto his shoulders. You're going to be chayev. The Gemara is going to ask. He should have thrown it off. The guy knows he should feel if it's too heavy and throw it off on his own. Whatever the case is, a person can normally carry 30 kav, and you're putting on one extra because we ruled that we said before it's always 1 out of 30 in addition that's going to make you chayev. So normally a person can carry 30 kav, putting on one extra, you're going to be chayev. What is 30 kav? So the math is that 6 kav equals 1 sa. So if you have 30 kav, you put 30 kav here, and you divide that by 6, so you'll have 5 sa. So a person can normally carry 5 sa, and you put on an extra kav. Okay, adriv is a lesech. A lesech we know is 15 sa. So normally this is la'ariva. If you add on 15 sa onto a boat, a small boat, maybe like a rowboat or something, so you put an adriv, which is a fancy word for a lesech, on top of a boat, and in addition to the 30 lesechs that it has, so now it's 31 lesechs. So you're going to be chayev if there's damage to the boat. What is 30 lesechs? So we know that a lesech is 15 sa. So if you have 30 of them, you do 15 times 30, you'll have 450. You add the 0, 3 times 5 is 15, and 3 times 1 plus 1, so it's 450 sa, is what normally you can fit onto a small boat. And now you're adding on another lesech. That's a lot. We know that a sa is the size of 144 eggs. So that's a lot there. You can work that out. So adriv lariva, 1 lesech in addition onto a boat, onto a small boat, would make you chayev. Kur, if you add on 30 sa, kur is a measurement of 30 sa, l'sfina, to a little bit of a larger boat. Sfina, Rashi calls it a sfina beinanis. That's an average boat. It just has the name sfina. It's the average boat. If you add on, it normally can carry 30 kur, and you're adding on an additional kur, so you're going to be chayev. What is 30 kur? What is a kur? A kur is 30 sa, and you're adding on one more kur, which is plus 130, another 30 sa. What is 30? 30 kur. So if you do 30 times 30, because you have 30 kur, and every kur is 30 sa, so 30, I'll make it, so 30 kur times 30 sa is you will have 900 sa. That's a lot. And you add on, now you have 930, so it'll make you chayev. This is on an average sized boat. Shleishis kurim, 3 kurim, onto a borni gedola, onto a large boat. Borni gedola is a large boat. So an additional 3 kur onto a borni gedola, onto this large boat, would make you chayev. So normally it can carry 90 kur, and now you put on an additional 3 kur. Okay, that would be the quote from the brisa. Amar Mar, we learned before. Kav l'kosef, 1 extra kav onto a person's shoulder. So im isa deloy matzi bei, if it's clear that he cannot carry it. So im isa deloy matzi bei. So bardasu, he's an intelligent person. He has a mind. L'shadiyeh, let him just throw it off. Let him just throw it off. Why are we making the person to put it on chayev? Let him throw it off. So Amar Abaya, we're going to have 3 answers here. Amar Abaya, the first answer is, Abaya says, he did throw it off. He threw it off right away. But however, meanwhile, it hurt his back. So the person that put it on, it was an immediate damage. The person is going to be chayev for causing that damage. Rava says, I feel even if he didn't throw it off right away. Nevertheless, we have a way of learning the brisa in a new way. What are we dealing with? Or you want to read it properly? Loi. That's not the case. Tzricha, it's necessary. The case is it's necessary to say the case. Elala agri yisera. We're talking about that he's taking extra payment. We're not talking about damages here. We're talking about if you add on. It's a very interesting case. If you add on one extra kav, now you've increased the load to a new segment, and now you're going to have to pay the new price for the extra kav. Ravashi says the case is talking about damages, and Husavar, he thinks Cholshahu Dinakatlay, that really he can carry it. He didn't realize that you were adding on an extra kav. He was just walking, and you added on an extra kav. He said, "Oh, I feel a little weak. I wonder what that is." And really, it was over his limit, and that's why he got hurt. Okay. So we have three answers. Abaya's answer, he threw it off right away. Rava's answer is not talking about damages. And Ravashi's answer is that it is talking about damages. And the reason why he didn't throw it off was because he didn't realize that it was the extra weight. He thought it was that you just had a weakness for a moment, temporary weakness, and that's not a reason to throw it off. It'll pass. But really it was extra weight, and that's why he got damaged. Okay. Kur Lisfina. One core that you add onto a boat, or three core that you add onto a borne gedola would make you chayav. Amar Rav Papa. This that I put here in highlighted is again a quote from the Brisa. Amar Rav Papa. Rav Papa says Shmamina. From here we see, based on that quote, that stam svines bas and kurin, that a boat, an average boat, can carry 30 core. Wonderful. Well, we said before that if you add on an extra 30th, you're going to be chayav. So if you add on one core, so obviously it can normally carry 30. So the ma'inaf kamina, what are you trying to say? That we knew already. What's the difference? So it says lemeka chamemka. The difference is lemeka chamemka, that when you buy a boat, it's supposed to be able to carry 30 core, and if it doesn't, then you didn't get your value. So what we can learn the amount that a boat can carry based on the addition that if you add that on, you would be chayav. Okay, this is the Gemara for today.